Hello, everyone. It's Lee Henson, President and Founder of AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Standup. Without any further ado, let's get started. It's Friday, and let me tell you, what a week it's been. I had two exciting classes, a certified Scrum product owner class and an advanced class. Great students, great energy. Things are just going really well. Lots of new contracts and clients have come on board this week, and the Agile coaches are staying busy as usual. Things could not get any better this week. Spent a little bit of time with the family. Everything is good. Looking forward to a weekend of relaxation and enjoyment. And I thought today would be a good opportunity for us to share another uplifting Friday daily stand up. So, we always try to keep things agile, but not agile on Fridays, right? So today I just wanted to talk to you about overcoming objections. And I think that sometimes in our life, we're faced with critical objections where people will tell us that, we are unable to do something or that we can't do something. And I think the one character trait that I notice that's most overlooked is the ability for people to change or I shouldn't say change, but retell their story or think about their story in a different way. And I think it's important that we understand our story because where someone may look at something that we do and say it's a deficiency or it's something that's not right, we can turn around and look at that very same thing and look at it as a strength or an opportunity for growth. And I think that we need to reshape so that we can have more of an open mindset, a growth mindset when it comes to these things. And I know I speak a lot about growth mindset versus fixed mindset, but growth mindset is just so incredibly important. It's what gives us the opportunity to really see a challenge and say, is this an opportunity for growth or is it the obstacle that's placed in our path that we're not going to get past? And I think that if we challenge ourselves to do three things, we can probably be much better off in this area. The first one, of course, is to retell our story or to recall our story and to tell our story in a way that's going to help us grow and it's going to help others grow. The second is to don't look at failure as the end. Failure is the beginning, right? Oftentimes when we fail, it's just a new opportunity for us to learn and to grow and to take more away. And I think all too often I see people who look at failure as something tragic or something that you can't recover from. Failure is a great opportunity for growth. And I think the third step is that we really need to understand what it means to have an attitude that focuses on learning. One of the challenges that I've taken on this year is to take on an attitude of trying to learn something new every day. So I try every day to focus on one thing, at least one thing that I can learn, that I can take away, that I can say makes me a stronger person or a better person. Whether it's trying to find a character trait in someone else that I hope to emulate so that I can be a more well rounded person, or whether it's a skill or something I know how to do that I can learn a little bit about. I had a call today, just moments ago, with a group of my coaches. And every single time I talk to them, I realize why I'm successful. It's because our company is successful because we surround ourselves with people who are way smarter than we are. And I think that if you surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, who share good messages, who are smarter than you are, it can't help but become contagious and it can't help but rub off on you and it can't help but make you a better and stronger individual. I recently had a friend who approached me and she was asking some questions about a possible change in her career path. And she brought up an opportunity, and the opportunity wasn't anywhere in line with, I mean, in one job many years ago, she did this, but it wasn't something that was what she hoped for, what she dreamed for. It didn't match her aspirations. And I told her, I said, yeah, it's a great opportunity and it sounds good, but it sounds like to me it doesn't align with what your end goal is. And I challenged her to use Grow to analyze what her goal is, what's her reality, what options or opportunities does she have, and what steps could she take to get to that goal. And by the end of our call, she was elated to know that, this was a great stepping stone for her, but that it didn't mean it was the end of her path. I think a lot of times we focus on maybe an education solution or we don't necessarily look to mentorship or to other people to help us and to guide us on the path or the journey that we're on. And I think it's just so important to understand that when obstacles are placed in our path, it's not so much, that it's how we react to the obstacle and what other people see that allows them to craft an image of what kind of person we are. So I guess my closing piece of advice would be, and I know I say this one often too, but when you find ways to serve other people, that's how you're best going to uplift yourself. So I saw there was a recent podcast episode on Agile Disrupted, and my good friend Tabby, she talked about this topic, and apparently it's catching on, right? That if you lose yourself in the service of other people, that's what's going to make you the bigger and stronger person. And sometimes I think we get so self-focused and so self-centered that we don't remember the little things we need to do in order to better engage. So my challenge to you this week is to find a way to uplift someone, find a way to challenge yourself, but most importantly, find a way that you can learn something new every day. And I encourage you, go to our LinkedIn page, go to our Facebook page, give us an idea of some of the things that you've learned. And in addition, as always, we encourage you, if you have a topic you want to cover on a daily stand-up podcast, we got lots of time and lots of bandwidth. Let's talk about it. We're already almost 250 episodes in. We're going to have a big celebration for our 250th episode. So I hope you'll join us. It's coming up soon. As always, we encourage you, have an amazing weekend. Spend time with those you love, spend time with those you care about, spend time with your family. Stay well, stay healthy. We'll beat this pandemic one day. And no matter what, stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.